catch some trout or something. But we got over here the city administration, and then we also have the fire department right over there to the left. GoPro, stop recording. Yeah. Yeah, there's shade over here too. Not quite. What's up, dude?
Hey, I'll take a picture. How's it going?
What up, what up? Living that dream. What's up, man? How you doing?
Always good. How about you?
I'm living the dream, living that dream.
Better being at work.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Hey, friend.
What's up? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I'm living it. I'm living it.
All right. How was breakfast?
Oh, it was all right. I feel stuffed, and this vest is really putting a cramp on me.
Good. How are you?
I ate too much. Yeah. 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 They haven't came out or nothing out here yet, have they?
No.
Yeah.
There was two city workers that were eyeing me hard, and I'm thinking, don't come over and fuck. Excuse me. Don't come over and mess with me. But all they did is look.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they left. Yeah.
Yeah, I like when
I haven't got my guns out of my vehicle yet.
Yeah.
I wanted a little bit bigger crowd.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with having other.
Yeah, that was the whole thing. I was gonna go friggin' and let it go. I was just like, man, I just want them to be surprised. But I guarantee somebody sent me an email from them and was like, all right, let's find out when this guy's coming.
Yeah, well, we try to keep on DL as much as
I didn't care if people shared it that actually emailed me. I was just like, I just didn't want it to be a live video because everybody would have been like,
oh yeah.
and I guaranteed some of the trolls that are on there, they probably called. They're like, hey, he's coming. He's coming on this day.
And they'll lie and tell perpetrators.
Well, I shared it, but I shared it
Only
right
between
directly to
people
her.
like
Yeah.
Like, I didn't do it
because I had
over.
missed that thing. I didn't know.
Nobody knew about it unless you emailed me. That was the only way to get it.
But he showed me. He told me I could share it with other people like us, but nobody else.
You think they are?
Wife.
Yeah.
My husband don't hardly watch me either. Once in a while.
Yeah.
I didn't catch your name.
Gary Dixon.
Gary?
I only have one. Good one there. I like that one.
That's more channel.
Hey!
Yeah.
Okay.
Quick question.
Sure, bud.
What are you guys trying to get across today?
Our goal is to express our Second Amendment right, and letting others know about the right as well.
Okay.
And long as you're out fishing, engaged in fishing, hunting, or camping, it is actually lawful to possess a firearm.
Okay, so this isn't in protest of anything right now. It's just an awareness.
Just an awareness thing.
Okay.
We're not protesting anybody except for. Yeah, that's it. That's all
Now,
we're doing.
the other thing is, all right. So you said you can carry this as long as you're fishing, hunting, or whatever.
And
Camping.
to or from.
Yeah.
To or from. Okay. Do you feel you need it when you're doing that right now?
Absolutely.
Okay.
In this day and age.
This day and age,
and that's not
Yeah,
for
in this
the
day-
situation. That's for people's self-defense or whatever.
I'm here to protect people, never hurt people. There's just
No, I'm not talking about
Yeah.
necessarily going out to
Yeah.
hurt people. I'm just saying, like,
But-
I get that you can carry that to
Yeah.
go hunting and fishing.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel you would need that much, or
Yes.
will you go hunting and fishing? Cool.
it's better to need it and not have it than not have it and need it.
right. I mean, I get, you know.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
I'm saying,
There you go.
what I'm saying is like, that's why I figured you were protesting something, trying to make a statement and carrying this because
It's kind of a
it's
statement
like,
too, because it's legal, so it is kind of a statement
Yeah.
too.
That sorry,
It shows
that
it's
thank
legal.
you
Yeah.
for reminding me. That was what I came over here to ask. I knew concealed carry is legal in Florida where we're at and whatnot, you know, but I didn't know open carry as such. But like you said, there's within the walking to and from
Yep.
the hunting and fishing.
Yep.
Oh,
Hunting,
okay.
fishing, camping, and the one difference between the concealed weapons permit here is that you have to apply for it and you have to wait for it.
Right.
This, as long as you have a valid fishing license and you're lawfully allowed to possess a firearm, you can go wherever you want. Long as, and I always say stay away from schools, but as long as you can lawfully possess a firearm and you don't have a concealed weapons permit, you have to ask the government for that permission. And the Second Amendment says not be infringed. And that's actually an infringement on my right. And when I first started this, I almost got robbed at about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning by 2 guys. And my gun was in my car, and I was scared to open carry at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So that from that day, and at the beginning it was like I was just carrying a handgun. Then I started dealing with police, and it wasn't so much about the handgun, it was about my right to do it, and they just don't like it.
Right.
And if you don't like something, you have to make something more normal for people to see.
I get you.
And so the handgun, yeah, if I could carry a handgun, probably wouldn't get half the attention that I do. Carrying this, it actually allows people like yourself and others, they have this curiosity about why I do it and how can you do this. And that's what this is really all about, is trying to tell you, hey, if you don't have a CCW, guess what? You can do it like this, and even under the law, you can actually conceal carry or open carry. I just say if you get caught by the police and you're concealed carrying and they don't know the law, they're gonna charge you with a felony. If they don't know the law and you're openly carrying, it's a misdemeanor. That's the two different sides of it, you know, and that's why I say it's better to openly carry. That way, I've been arrested for openly carrying, and they charged me with a misdemeanor, and then they had to throw it out because I was on my way to fishing, and they just did not, and they had no clue. They had no clue.
Get scared probably, and probably will call and say there's people.
It happens.
Even though it's nothing.
It happens.
And if they show up, well, then we'll video the interaction.
Yeah.
And that's our First Amendment right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
So, and then we also have YouTube channels and other platforms we post this on, because we were trying to encourage the whole country to know their rights and to stand on them and stop just complying. Because often the cops don't know the law. That's why he said don't stop signs she's arrested. He wasn't doing nothing wrong. They don't know the law.
They just don't know
I was
it,
arrested
and they
for
don't
videoing
care.
Recently. It happens to us all the time. We don't commit crimes. They don't know the law mostly.
Yeah.
So things like this is what we do, to be out there and bring awareness to the people and to the law enforcement. Yeah.
Cool.
Education.
People come up and
Nice to meet you, man. What's your name?
Malcolm.
What was that? Malcolm? Nice to meet you. My name's Mike. I go by the Armed Fisherman on YouTube.
The Armed Fisherman.
Yeah.
I'll look that up.
Yeah, check me out, man.
American Amy,
American Amy.
and this is Lady Justice Liberty Press. This is
That's my YouTube channel.
Gary Pixley,
Yeah.
Sunshine Sam, and the Yin Yang News now. If you find one, you can
Yeah, I was
usually-
gonna say
we
I'm not
call-
gonna
we-
front like I'm gonna
you
remember
find
all of
him
that.
and-
Yeah. Everybody here will be on the description, so you can always go to their channels,
they'll have a link.
and you'll be able to see everything that they do a little bit different. They're on the First Amendment half. I still use my First Amendment, but I really stress the Second. And some people like it, some people don't. And even those ones that don't, they come up and ask questions, and I'm like, even though you're so-called scared of it, here you are within, not you, but like people get within 3 to 6 feet of me, and then we have a conversation, and we both walk away, and everybody's fine, and and that's half of it. It's just trying to make sure everybody with a gun isn't a bad person.
Oh yeah, no, of course
Oh, it's
not.
usually the good guys, the people that have
Yeah.
them.
That's what it's all about, education.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need good
Yeah, you want to go fishing, man? Where's your fishing pole?
Killing a little time and just happen to come across this. That's
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Like you were curious. You came up to us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's what it's all about. He just walked down South Beach.
Yeah, not but like a couple
walked
weeks
out,
ago.
weaving in and out of thousands of people, and not a single person was running off being scared.
Yeah, because for the most part, I mean, when you see something like this, you're like, and then like you see this, and it's like, all right, the first thing is curiosity, not fear. Then you see, and it's like, all right, what is this about? Is this a protest?
For
is
you,
this
it's curiosity.
Is it a statement, and so on and so forth? But yeah, anybody who would be fearful of it, like you said, that there's the instant reaction to run or find cover or whatever else. If you don't see that person is curious. They want to know more.
Yeah.
They want to see what's going on.
A lot of times they just call the cops.
If you see somebody poking around the building all, with a gun, then that's when you start to get a little worried.
Yeah. And that's situational awareness. If you just a guy just walking, not holding it, not doing anything like this.
Why would he commit the crime with cameras on him?
Yeah. Man, come on, fish.
They don't think about that. Or they just don't care.
Ooh. I'm getting bites, at least. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Woo. Now it's starting to get a little warm.
Y'all have yourselves a good time out here.
Yes, sir. Nice meeting you, brother.
He'll have our channels linked in there.
Yeah.
Got you.
All right.
Actually glad to see it. And a little,
Maybe you'll start
to see it,
videoing
but a
too.
little more glad to see it because you're a coach Duke walking around with
Yeah.
it and not having the problems that usually come along with it, and having, you know, other folks
Kind of watching my six while it's going, yeah.
Put the information
Yeah,
out
but
there
we
with you
got,
is good.
we
You know?
got black friends that do it too.
Yeah.
They do it by themselves too. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does matter, and I know the police will be worse on black people. And people of color and report to this. No, but don't take it. It was the fact that I get arrested. I mean, I didn't see it as a race thing. You know?
Oh, man.
You're the one wearing a 30-pound vest.
I know, dude. This is what hits me, dude.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's like my workout for the day.
Yeah.
It was a workout just for me to get here.
Yeah.
Where'd you come from?
Poor St. Lucie.
But walking,
Yeah, they're getting hot. It's not that makes
And so I can't vote him out of office because he's not in my district.
Nope.
The people in Lake County have to.
right.
And then whoever gets in, if they're pro-gun, then it'll make it to the floor for discussion. And Florida might be the 25th state. I think that Alabama was yesterday.
Yep, they
Ohio's
just
coming
signed
up.
it.
Georgia's coming up. So by the time we get to it, we might be the 25th instead of,
nice.
instead of 23rd, right?
Yeah.
Celebrate. We could go fishing again. Hey, I want to ask you guys, have y'all heard anything about House Bill 11? Has anybody read it? I read the one that they passed in Oklahoma. It says with the intent to harass or to something like that. I've heard the one in Florida has passed, at least halfway. I don't know. I heard they're going to put it in effect. So I see it leading to a lot more arrests. I don't see it really holding up in court though, because I just don't. Not if somebody's got a lawyer that's going to work with it. I don't have my little ashtray with me. It's still garbage. A dolphin?
Yeah. They come in there's like a little channel out there by the you'll see it. He's gonna pop his head up, and then sometimes he'll actually, there he is right there. He's in this channel coming at us. See him right there?
I have an assault rifle, but I looked at the ballistics and a 12-gauge slug does a way more damage than a rifle.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. They were all worried about that when I was fishing, and all I was fishing was for crabs. He's like, if one of those manatees, that's gonna be a different story. I'm like, dude, you don't even know what I'm fishing for. Like, get out of here.
I've been waiting to ask you. You used to be affiliated with Florida Carry. I'm a member of Florida Carry. What happened? What happened to Florida Carry? I've called them 5 times. They will not return my phone call. And I said, look, I'm going to stop giving you fucking money if you don't call me back. I'm a member.
I don't know what. Right now, what happened with me in Florida Carry, there was a lot of the stuff I was doing started to become an issue for them, like with all the police interactions. And then I started kind of getting a little bit more mouthy with the cops. And they were like, well, you're representing Florida Carry, and this is not what we need as a representation. And I'm like, I wasn't even out with Florida Carry. I was just out by myself. Mm-hmm. But they were like, they parted ways. And I was like, okay.
Well, they've kind of disappeared, man.
Yeah,
I noticed that they did take my money last time.
Yeah, they haven't really been active ever since COVID. Like when I was actually a region lead, I kept saying, I'm like, hey, what about next month? And they're like, yeah, well, we'll discuss that when we have our board meeting or whatever. So they'd have their board meeting, they come back, no, maybe in another month or so, let's see what happens with the whole blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I asked him, I'm like, but I'm allowed to go out. And he's like, you can do whatever you want. I'm like, perfect.
Me and my son have went out. We don't care.
Yeah.
We got some hard looks.
Yeah.
I went to the Skyway Pier, and at the end of the pier, there's a bait and tackle shop.
Yeah.
Well, I needed some bait. I was fishing. Went inside with this 44, and man, he did not like that.
Yeah. I've been out there too, and it's a long bridge. And I'll tell you, at the end, I got out. I actually got there before it got crowded, and I'm parked on the end. And so I fish a few minutes, some guy comes out, he looks at me, he walks back in. And so I'm like, you know, so I'm gonna leave now and I'm gonna walk down. And so all these cars are starting to flow in. I'm just like, I can't wait till I leave and go back to fishing off that, because then they're all gonna be trapped. And so I get back down there and they're all like, what the fuck? Well, I saw one guy just like, what the fuck is, And I'm like,
They want to know if I'm going to shoot fish.
yeah.
That's always their question.
I'm like, dude, that thing better jump out of the water and have some big teeth. Yeah.
On my side is better than a cop on the phone.